Choosing a blender should be simple, but with hundreds of options, it's hard to know what's actually worth buying. To find the best bang for your buck option, I set 3 strict rules. Number 1, it has to be under $100. Number 2, it has to have been purchased at least 5,000 times in the last month. And number 3, it has to have at least 10,000 reviews. Only these 4 blenders on Amazon passed those filters, but reviews and performance don't always match. So today, I'm putting them all through 4 increasingly difficult tests and ranking them on this scoreboard along the way. Starting with the easiest test that every blender should pass, crushing ice. So I've got about 1 cup of ice here. Let's get it into our Black & Decker first. 1 cup of ice into our Ninja blender. 1 cup into our Magic Bullet, which just barely fits to the max line. It's definitely our smallest. And finally, 1 cup into our NutriBullet. And with them all loaded up and ready, I'm now gonna blend them one at a time because I also wanna do a noise test on our first blend here. The Black & Decker has an ice crush setting, so we're gonna use that. And I'll just see what the highest decibels it produces is along the way. And with a little bit of blending and pulsing back and forth, it peaked at about 96 decibels. Next up, our NutriBullet, which has no settings, you just push it down and twist. The NutriBullet peaked at 103.6 decibels, and by the way, after we do the noise test, I'm also gonna see how all the ice crushed so we can compare that too. Next up, our Magic Bullet. And with that one, I had to manually take it out and shake up the ice a little bit, even to get it to blend a little bit. You'll see the results in a second, but it peaked at 102.8 decibels. And finally, our Ninja, which I will use the crush setting on this one. And that was the only blender that I just had to click 1 button and it fully crushed it on its own without me needing to shake or pulse manually. And it peaked at 99.8 decibels. So for our noise test alone, the Black & Decker was the quietest. It gets 4 points for that test. Ninja was second, it gets 3 points. The Magic Bullet was third, it gets 2 points. And the NutriBullet was our loudest, so it gets 1 point for the noise test. Now let's take a look at the ice crush results. First off, the results from our Black & Decker, and that looks crushed pretty well. I don't see any major chunks really left in there. It doesn't exactly look like snow, but it definitely looks like crushed up ice. Next is the results from our NutriBullet, and this one looks much more, I guess, snow-like, you could say. It's almost chunked together like snow, although the small container is probably part of the reason behind that. But whereas our Black & Decker looked more like crushed up ice, this really does feel like a solid snow that's perfect for a snow cone, which in my opinion is definitely a better job overall. Third is our Magic Bullet, and honestly, I don't even have to open this one to look at the results because on the top you can see there are still full ice cubes. Like I said, I even stopped this from blending, shook it upside down so the ice cubes would get to the bottom, and continued multiple times, and I still couldn't get all the ice to blend. It's clearly our worst so far. And finally, the results from our Ninja, which resembles the NutriBullet pretty closely with just a huge chunk of it, and very similarly reminds me more of snow than ice. Just for a side-by-side so you can see it a little bit better, here is the Black & Decker, that ice-like texture, and here is our Ninja, the snow-like texture. So starting in 4th place with this one, the Magic Bullet clearly is our loser. It gets 1 point for this test. The Black & Decker was our second worst since it still left it in that ice consistency. It gets 2 points. And then the other two were pretty much tied in terms of their consistency. I'm gonna give the Ninja the slight edge here because I just had to click 1 button and it automatically pulsed a few times and blended with its Smart IQ function. And the NutriBullet required quite a bit more manual of me pushing up and down over and over and choosing how long to blend it. So our NutriBullet gets 3 points and the Ninja 4 points for this test. For our second test, we're gonna go from 1 ingredient to 2. I'm gonna blend a mix of frozen corn and water to see if it perfectly purees or leaves chunks of corn behind. So in each of the blenders, I'm gonna load up with about a half a cup of corn and then about a half a cup of water as well to match it. And with all of them set up exactly the same, let's now get to blending in the same order that we've done before. Black & Decker, the NutriBullet, Magic Bullet, and Ninja. I gave all of them about 45 seconds to puree, and now let's pour them through a strainer and see if there's any chunks in any of them. First up, our Black & Decker results. Inside the blender looks pretty clean of corn. Now, obviously there's a little bit of pulp that's caught in the strainer here. I'm sure we're gonna see that with all the blenders, but I do see one piece of corn still left over with the Black & Decker here. Next up, the results from our NutriBullet. Once again, inside of the container, no corn is left behind. And inside the strainer, I'd say there's a bit less pulp with this one and also no bits of corn. It looks roughly similar though. The results from our Magic Bullet. And I can visually see a ton more corn in this one right there in the chunks of it than every other blender, and also just way more pulp than our other two blenders too. And finally, the results from our Ninja. And just visually, I would say that this one and the NutriBullet have the least amount of pulp, and they're pretty comparable with each other with no chunks of corn left behind. Which means the Ninja and the NutriBullet are gonna win this test. I'm gonna have them tied for this, and they both get 4 points for first. The Black & Decker is gonna come at third. There was just one piece of corn in there and a little bit more pulp, so it gets 2 points. And our Magic Bullet just didn't really perform well at all. There were tons of chunks of corn left. It gets 1 point. For level 3, we're gonna take it another ingredient up. We're gonna make a 3-ingredient smoothie. And for this, we're using 1 cup of milk, a cup of frozen strawberries, and a little handful of kale. And with them all prepared, let's blend them now and we'll see how smooth they come out. Our Black & Decker, our NutriBullet, the Magic Bullet, and finally the Ninja. Now, visually, they've all come out as very different colors, but one thing you probably noticed is the Black & Decker is still green. None of the strawberries blended up into the smoothie, so we don't even have to check this one. It's clearly the worst of the 4. It gets 1 point before we even look at the rest. But now let's pour out the NutriBullet. Looking pretty smooth on the pour there, and nothing left behind. The Magic Bullet, which looks a little bit more of a lighter pink for some reason, but also very smooth. And once again, nothing left behind, so both look pretty good so far. And finally, our Ninja, which looks the airiest for sure. There are tons of bubbles in it. It looks by far the smoothest, and just like our other two, nothing left behind. Now, the only real way I'm going to be able to determine which one is the smoothest is by tasting them all, so let's dive in. First up, our NutriBullet. It's thick, and I really don't taste any chunks of anything. It's basically one smooth liquid. Our Magic Bullet. It's just as thick, but it's a little bit more grainy. Now, if they weren't side by side, you probably wouldn't notice, but I can taste little pieces of what I think is the kale because I can crunch it a little bit. And finally, our Ninja. Whoa. The other ones are thick, more like a milkshake. This one is super thin and light and airy. It almost tastes like you're just drinking water in a sense. Now, oddly enough, I think I have a preference towards my smoothies being a little bit thicker, but in terms of which blender performed best, I think it has to be the one that made it more airy, more blended, more smooth. So in first place, I'm gonna put the Ninja. It's definitely the smoothest. Once again, in second place is our NutriBullet. And in third place is our Magic Bullet, with of course our green smoothie from Black & Decker being in fourth place. For our fourth and final test, we're gonna level it up even more than we have before, and it's gonna be 7 ingredients. We're gonna make hummus, which starts with half a can of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. I don't know why they have 2 names. About a tablespoon of the liquid from the chickpea can, 2 tablespoons of this tahini, which is gonna add that kind of sesame flavor, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a clove of garlic, and then just a touch of cumin and a touch of salt. And now let's see which blender makes the smoothest and creamiest hummus. Starting with the Black & Decker, the NutriBullet, the Magic Bullet, and finally the Ninja. And now for our final results. Starting with the hummus from our Black & Decker, which definitely got a smooth consistency, though it feels pretty liquid-like. It didn't really emulsify into a hummus super well, but for the taste test of it, Very smooth, delicious, but yeah, on the thinner side for hummus. The NutriBullet looks significantly thicker right away and can even be put upside down on the spoon. And for the taste test of it, flavor-wise, pretty similar. Texture-wise, way thicker, way more hummus-like, definitely emulsified more than the Black & Decker. Next, our Magic Bullet, which looks a lot like the Black & Decker, just thin and runny, and tastes similar to the Black & Decker, but honestly even runnier. And finally, the Ninja, which is a consistency on the thinner side as well, but not as thin as the other two. And taste-wise, pretty much matches the look, although the taste is a bit stronger in this one for some reason. But yeah, overall, not the thickness that I would want out of hummus. Now, obviously, the taste is pretty similar across the board because the ingredients are pretty similar and the blenders did a pretty good job of blending up the ingredients. So I think to choose a winner for this one, I have to go with the thickness of the hummus, which means that the NutriBullet is gonna be in first, our Ninja is gonna be in second, the Black & Decker in third, and the Magic Bullet in fourth. And after tallying up all the scores, I'm happy to announce that our winner of the best bang for your buck blender is the Ninja. It did good, if not great, in all 4 of the tests. Now, I've done multiple more videos where I've put blenders against each other in a series of tests, and they even range at different price points as well. If you want to check out an entire playlist of those videos, it's linked right here.